Boom, 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 boom. Alright, so we're going to compare two controllers. This will be the Wiimote and also the PlayStation Move. So, and we're also going to include these as well. So here's the Wii remote. So, this can be held in two ways. One, this way, or this way, depending on what hand. And also, this way. We can play it like an NES. Yep. It even comes with its own jacket, too. And this one has a black jacket. I thought it would be kind of cool. It even got a B button here. It's got its 1 and 2 buttons there. It's got its own speaker there. Not the best, but still kind of a nice feature. You got the minus, plus, which remain as start and select, and you got a home button here. You even got its own power button over there. So yeah, here's a better look. It also, now since this is 2006, this takes AA batteries. And after all, it was 2006 after all. So yeah, these are that. Fortunately, there are third-party accessories where you can charge them, which I have one for the other remotes. They're actually pretty nice. And so yeah, not a very bad controller. D-pad's not too bad. And yeah, so the PlayStation Move here, like the B button in the Wii remote, it has a index finger button that you can press, kind of like let's say you were shooting something, even though these two of you, and just like how these would be your main buttons, similar to how A and B would be. I mean, you would use these sometimes, but these would be the main buttons. And you still have your circles, square, triangle, and cross. I mean, even though there's the move button, you still have these for. And select and start are on the very sides. I don't know why. Like the Wii remote, it has a logo at the bottom, and it's Sony. And get the similarity. So yeah, this one can either be this one can only be held. This one cannot be held horizontally though. So then again, and on this one, you can do this pretty much. You could easily do this pretty well. I mean, you could do that. There's even this Super Nintendo controller mod where you can, I don't know. And yeah, and it even has, and this time, since this is not 2006, it doesn't take AA batteries. It takes a mini USB charger, which I do have. Not a very rare cable. And here's the navigation controller and a nunchuck. Navigation controller. So they both have two buttons / triggers for your index finger. They both have an analog stick. This one can click though. And this time, this one is actually concave compared to the PS3 controller where it had convex. I didn't mind that. I mean, I didn't have any issues with that, but some people did. Once again, so yeah. And these remain as the L1 and L2. There is no R1 in the motion control which is kind of sad. And this time, the D-pad or directional buttons in this case is on here. You still have these two though. And it also has a PS button, and it also has the Sony logo. And it connects the same way, too. So there are some differences between these guys. And surprisingly, you can actually make them stand up. This one wobbles a bit, though. Maybe I didn't place it correctly, but it should be close enough. So these guys can actually stand well. And this one has a sensor bar, as you can tell here. This one, it's not very bad. It's pretty precise. And if it's not working well, there's always calibration that can help, or there can be that. There might not always be that, but there can be a way to fix that. Similar to how the PlayStation Move controller, or maybe this, similar to that. This one has a rubber ball. It lights up depending on what player you are. And it doesn't have a player LED like the PS3 controller does, but no worries. So this can be many colors. In fact, this can even match your color in, let's say, Little Big Planet or 2, where you can, or Little Big Planet 3, where it changes the color depending on the color of the menu of the sack guy's menu, or sack girls, sack thing maybe. Now, the Wii remote, you can actually. So with the Wii remote, you can use the Classic Controller Pro to and connect it there, and PlayStation Move has a slightly different concept. You don't connect it in the wireless PS3/PS4 controller, but you can actually play motion move PlayStation Move with this hand, with your right hand having the motion controller and your left hand having the standard controller, let's say. And yeah. And they both have their own camera too. The PlayStation Eye camera can be used for voice chat and all that. The Wii you would obviously need a microphone for, but then again, we are comparing two different things from 2 different years by 2 different companies too. 2006, 2000, pretty much 10. Anyway, so what personal differences do you find? Which one do you like better? Do you think they both are excellent? Do you enjoy both of them? Do you enjoy at least one of them? Which ones do you enjoy? And would you actually recommend these for? In fact, they're both actually recommended for shooting games like Light Gun, let's say, where you could literally have this thing and you could, yep, similar to how this has. So this is supporting Light Gun games too. Which one do you think is better? If so, be sure to let me know in the comments. And either way, if you want to see more, you can always request for more game controller reviews. Maybe perhaps game console reviews. At least the one, but don't request game consoles though. And there will also be gaming PC unboxings as well. But as for controller reviews, if you'd like to see more from me, more controller reviews, be sure to let me know in the comments what you want to see next. I'll be welcome to do it as long as it's not too hard for me to buy the thing. Anyway, see you guys later. Peace.